All right, testing the mic. 9, 8. Which let's see, 7, 6, test. Let's see, 7, 6, test. All right. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another anti-sex gaming night. Now we've been getting angry at games, Fluffy Store, Garfield Kart, and games deserve it. And anti-sex gaming night, it has been about angry. Getting angry at those games just try to make you horny out of nowhere. And all those Steam thumbnails, you want to go there and just play or buy a game, and those thumbnails with those impossible bodies and those very strangely underage faces, maybe not so strangely, trying to get you horny, trying to activate that chemical in your brain, so you just go ahead and pounce and buy it and get hooked into it. But it can't always be about anger, because then you just end up, like Albert. But not like Albert, right? Because I'm also a happy guy, and sometimes you just gotta make fun of these things. So I got this game. I have no idea. Shark Dating Simulator. I've not played it, so we're going to investigate this together. But I think this is a good inroads to just laughing at the whole games and sex thing. Because what is it? It's pixels and polygons. How the hell you get horny for that? Well, you getting horny to like a drawing? Ever see the movie The Lighthouse? Where they're getting horny to this little carved wooden figure of a woman that's busty. You think, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, the only reason it can make sense is because it hits that chemical in your brain. We're going to learn how to control that chemical so that we are not simply a marionette for all these corporations to keep trying to make us buy stuff based on sexual desire. Let me take a quick look at the comments here. The music change put me in another world. Ooh! Thank you, Spill Monkey. All right. Thank you, G. Yeah, Shark Dating Simulator. Okay, we got the right gender. We're gonna start with Booker Shark-chan. There's a bow tie in the hair there. Ooh, Alright, an emote. I love it. Alright, this is the world of Twitch, I'm telling you. And we are about to make the world of Twitch a much stranger place. With this game, we got the gender, we got the first book, a Shark Chan. Let's begin. You know, the one thing I did not research, whether or not there's going to be boob or worse. So I'm ready with my circle slashes. I'm ready. Okay, so clicking here. Where am I? Alright, this could be any Tuesday through Sunday morning. Okay, well, last thing I remember, something about the ocean, of course. If only I wasn't so groggy. I'll give this extra drama. I guess I cracked open a few too many with the boys last night. Whoa! Whoa. In real life, you'd either laugh or you'd run away screaming from those. Be honest, it's not just that they're so spherical. They're glistening, they're reflecting, like they really are inflatable. I want to see comments here to agree that answers the boob question. Well, boob, yes. Nipple, still a question mark. But I see I got it ready, right? I could have just done this right away, and then we're good. But no. This is okay. It's ridiculous. And this is the kind of thing, it just couldn't make you horny. Not if you were thinking straight. That kind of reflecting toy plasticky surface. Just cleavage go, yep, we're still good. I just was testing it out. You know, you gotta get ready with the circle slash. The problem is my cursor's over on the other screen, which used to be my old TV, my old Samsung 21-inch TV. Top of the line for under $150. And then now it's my second monitor. But the cursor's way over there, so to get it over to circle slash, I gotta be quick, gotta zip. And, okay. Arg. Those things. Get them away from me. What the hell's your problem? I have no wool gathering. I will have no wool gathering aboard my ship. It's very difficult for me to read things with a camera in my face. That's why I'd be done. In an interrogation, if they turned on a video camera, I'd be going to prison for things that haven't even happened. Isn't this more of a small boat? Don't give me any of your sass, greenhorn. Holy cow, the kind of lane brain scrub school sending out these days. Okay, we're just getting sass. Okay, fish scientist is what she is. She has a clipboard. And she has a badge that's getting very shoved out of the way. Oh, now she's calling me Neothandrol. Neothandrol, sea sponge. She needs to work on that. She spent a lot of time studying for that ocean biology degree, but what she really needed was she needed to look up some one-liners. Okay, so basically they're going to put me in the ocean so I could see the shark to hook up with. Oh! This is going to be some real choices here. Good. Unlike Fluffy Store, where we're just working our way to some kid on the toilet. That was quite the journey. We gotta ask. Little pervert. Hey, come on. What if I was like 5'9"? Then you couldn't call me little pervert. Ever signs of fish. Fish Nobel Prize. You know, wouldn't it be an interesting world if they had a Nobel Prize for every object? Someone won the elbow Nobel Prize. Oh, it almost rhymes. Someone won the futon Nobel Prize. That'd be a lot to keep track of every year. There'd be like 500 to 600 winners a day, 365 days a year. Bee sting dairy pillows. Well, thank you, Shark XL. We now have a new phrase that we can say whenever we want a drink thrown in our face or just kicked in the nuts if they don't have a beverage. Hey, look, bee sting dairy pillows. Oh, wait, what's another word for that? Yeah, breast. I worked my perfect ass off. Now they're stealing my lines. You know, when I'm applying for a job. Okay. Full, dreamily tactile cans like this. You know what? I have a feeling she's mixed messaging us. But I think that's the game. thinking that we're gonna play along and get horny. We're not gonna get horny. You know what? If we had darts, we'd pop those. I'm assuming they're inflated with air because that can't be silicone and be too heavy. Just want to see his. No woman on earth has called them bee sting dairy pillows. I think the furthest they've gone is sweater Hogan's. But that's bee sting dairy pillows. You could call them bee stings. They used to be you call them that in school, right? Or BBs on a billiard table. When we were all mean, right? And we were all 10-year-olds. Or you call them dairy pillows. But you don't put bee sting and dairy pillow together. That doesn't even make any sense, right? If there was a pillow that was filled with dairy product, why the hell would a bee sting it? The pillow's not even moving. Is rating with a party of 9. Thank you, Dune the Miserable. And you came just in time for these. And we've been making fun of these. We're not at all getting horny. This is anti-sex gaming night. So we're looking at those, and we're just thinking we either want to pop them. Yeah. Thank you, Ozzy456. Please cover that up. Okay, so this was. At any time we can do this, right? But we decided, okay, there's no nipple, so we can go ahead and just let it ride. Whoa. More people. This is great. I love that ding sound. Okay, so now the cursing. So, if they drop F-bombs on this, it's not me, Twitch. It's the inflatables here. You want to do a question now? You're going to do your damn job. Alright, what is the job? I don't care. I'm getting in the water to date a shark. Now, by the way, we're playing Shark Dayton XL. And I have no idea what that is. First time I'm playing it. And we're going into this really with open eyes. And we're ready on the circle/buzzer. Because, can I bounce them around a little? I think the way to not get horny playing this game is to play it like you're horny. Oh, God, she's getting less and less attractive. I mean, she wasn't very attractive, right? Because these are ridiculous. I mean, I suppose that a prelude to some sexual acts, so I've heard, is hugging. You cannot hug something like that. You can put your hands on their shoulders. But those things are just, if you hug them too fast, it's going to bounce you back. Here we go. Doing the miserable. I am so fucking horny. No. Don't get horny to this. It's pixels. It's pixels. It's pixels and polygons there on your computer screen. Actually, on your computer screen, it's always just pixels, right? Even if it originates as polygons. So forget these. Forget these. Look, the fish is bouncing off them, and the fish don't even care, right? Fish just jumps off the roof, bounces on them, and goes into the ocean and doesn't get horny. So why should we get horny? You've got some balls on you. I'll give you that. Now, that does not look like a comment to me. That looks like she's just said the sentence. You've got some balls on you. And you don't even have to have the I'll give you that. Just like, you've got some balls on you. That's just anatomical fact. So
You got balls.
Okay. That was no good. Because those were pinballs. You saw the reflective metal surfaces, right? Don't disrespect pinball like that by having them appear in this game with those things. It's no good. And I do not want to be rewarded for doing what I'm doing. I'm just picking these things to point out. I'm picking out the horniest choice on those word tree things to show how ridiculous this game is. Okay, saw the face of Bob Hope in a pomegranate. Okay. Someone was really bored typing all of this. Idiot. I feel like the person doing this game suddenly got self-aware. Just kind of looked at the game they were doing and just kind of muttered that word to themselves. She's pretty hot when she's mad. Now, why is that? Why would anyone be hot when they're angry? That's all it means, is that there's less chance of there being anything fulfilling going on. And also, you just made another person upset. See, this whole horniness thing just flips everything. It takes all your wires and crisscrosses them so they attach to other things. Oh, it's ooh, triple dobo in the comment. All right. If my mom sees this, she will never let me use Twitch again. Well, right now, look. Hey, Seagull, some rivets, some clouds that look like they're having a seizure. It's fine, right? Look, fish cursor. Fish jumping out and out the water. Who needs to get horny when you got jumping fish? This is a game right here. If I designed a game, tried to do it by myself, this is about as far as I'd get. I'd get like, catch the fish with a seagull. And I wouldn't work out how the seagull moves. I just attach the fish to the cursor and you could do this. And you're always beating the seagull. Seagull never gets you. Look, you're over here. Seagull doesn't even know you're over there because it's around the corner. If you add depth perspective there. Seagull looks pissed. Does look pissed. You have to pick the horniest option to unlock eternal pinball consciousness. Dr. Vu, you have inspired me. That is a wonderful comment. Yeah. Well, I better earn my pay, I guess. See, that's the program of this game, becoming self-aware again. Here goes nothing, and nothing without the exclamation point. Just here goes nothing. That. All right. Got some more spheres, but those are bubbles. Someday her will be deflated. Enigma wave. You turned Dobo into Bob. Twitch, you are this amazing wonderland of possibility. All right, a majesty of life in the ocean waves. See, we're getting angry at sex games. No. We gotta laugh at them. Right, just the way I should have laughed at Garfield Kart. But, Garfield Kart deserved going down to hell into Kansas. Okay, majesty of life under the ocean waves. What I have to ask myself is, if I were talking fish, where would I be? ... And then piffed. In Miss Marina's dreams, that's where I'd be. Stop it with her, right? You're not getting with that, and those things are freaky. Still a lot of old fisherman's tales. She must have a sponge for a brain. Oh, she's smart. She's just very inflated. Oxygen tank full. Check. You could have said that when you were looking at him. Shark repellent, check. Sandwiches. Check, I guess. Okay. That's funny. Thinking of this idiot took sandwiches underwater and they're not wrapped in anything. I don't know why. Anything that befalls this person that's a negative is going to be funny to us. Where are you going? Huh. I mean, what do we know, right? Doesn't matter. But at the same time, we could pretend that one of these choices is horny and one of these choices is not horny. Dr. Vu, why don't we go for that goblin shark to minimize sex appeal? Good idea. Good thinking. Alright. Nothing anime sexy. I pray the shark you date is just a realistic shark. Yeah, bite the hell out of me for trying to date it. Right? Me being so horny that I'm trying to hook up with a shark. Just stop biting me. Bite me. Screen goes red. The end. There's a mermaid you can F behind that seaweed. You think so? I wonder if that's a real comment. Thank you for always protecting our chastity with seagulls. You are welcome. That's one of the most unique compliments I've ever gotten. It's one of the only compliments I've ever gotten. Well, I'll be here all week, so tip your waitress. Actually, I'll just be here tonight and tomorrow. You know what? Inside the old Rex, too obvious. Let's do seaweed. Hello? Any little fishies in here? Wow, isn't that cute? A little sea slug. Hello, the little guy. How you doing today? I want to find whoever did this game, and I just want to do this to him. Give him that. Really. Okay. What twisted parody of comedy is this?
You got balls.
Alright, this game is making me a little angry. Baka? Well, she's all caps in me, but the Baka? And I've got a running ball total. This game is wrong on so many levels. Okay, so what do we have here? First of all, this is a cross-dressing shark, obviously. Because you don't look for the Adam's apple, but you kind of look for that downward thing on the end of the mouth. That's what you get from guys when they, from poker drinking and cigarettes. That is a whisker. Right. What the hell is that? mark thing. Holy shit, shark. Oh, I shouldn't curse. Right, I don't want to play along with that. Let me see. It's a other version of a mermaid, though. I think this here we got a mermaid. Okay, no. That is scientifically proper. Why not? Because we could pretend the shark is the developer of this game. Okay, you pick the bones out of this one, and he unzips his pants. Ooh! Direct hit. If this was like an RPG, that would have done like 120 damage. Oh! You know, a cross-dressing shark, when they start pulling faces that they think makes it look extra feminine, it's actually the reverse. Now it looks more like a dude than ever before. Key, you absolute thug, you nasty little violent man. Me, violent? Why? Shark does have a point. You were gonna chow down on me. No. What did you expect me to do? You didn't have to hit me, you rotter. So Brits made this game. Okay, Britain. Alright, you know, just because you hanging in there in World War II, I'm going to let you have a pass on this game. But that's it, man. This game and Mr. Bean, that's all you get, okay? Actually, like Mr. Bean.
You got balls.
Alright, I'm up to 10 pinballs. That is, of all the currencies, I never thought I would say that 10 pinballs is the most meaningless running total of currency that I've ever seen in a video game. Why not just give me 20 or 2 or 100? I do like the way they bounce though. That is, I like seeing that. That still looks like a whisker to me. It did the little cartoon whoosh, as it went off the screen. See, the red thing is to show anger. Is it? Is that like an anime trope? Because I know they do the red cheeks with the cross slashes. Game's already busting out the great white, nowhere to go but down. Very true, Dr. Vu. At this point, I mean, once they came out with those inflatables, plus you have a shark now, and it's the great white shark, so I met the shark. I did not hook up with the shark. Shark Dating XL, everyone. And back to the boat. Just in case anyone who's joining late, we are playing a game called Shark Dating XL. Checkpoint, because I've been wanting to play dating sims, you know, originally to try to get some information on maybe to whether or not I'm still of a dating attitude and ability. But dating sims on Steam, there was only one that seemed to have any worth to it, and that was Personality Dating Sim. We had a good time with it. But everything else has really just been either sex or surrealism, which could be the title of my autobiography someday, except it would be in half of it would be inaccurate. Okay, back already. And there they are. If you join in late, we had a lot of time with these. The fish was jumping off the roof, bouncing on him and going into the water. Then comes out the water, bounces on him, goes back onto the roof. And that's the most fun we've had with this game so far. Whatever, story for you, story save for bedtime when you have your hideous children. I agree with her. His children will be hideous. Intellectually hideous. Hand it over. Well, I don't have one yet. What? Well, there was this shark down there. Of course there was a shark down there, you numbskull. These are shark-infested waters. You find donuts in a donut shop. You find sharks in shark-infested waters. Wow, she really did go to university. Boy, how do you come back to that? How do you say, oh, you know what? I really do not have a follow-up. Donuts are in a donut shop. Holy shit. Break out the chalkboard. Yeah, sassy comeback, why not? Because I'm not saying gee whiz with 2 Z's. Right? I'm not an imbecile. It's one Z for whiz. It's like Stewie on Family Guy. Would you like some cool whip? A miracle whip? I can't help it. I do that too. Spasmo. Okay. First of all, using Spasmo, and then there's 2 Z's on Spasmo. Okay, Britain. You really are on probation here. With this game, Mr. Bean, what else? Sweater puppies. Although I would like to start a ska band called Fabulous Sweater Puppies. And it'd just be me and other guys, and we're looking all innocent and just wearing sweaters. Like we're from 1950s New England. And we play some ska. We're called the Fabulous Sweater Puppies. Got anyone else out there play music instruments? I can only play bass guitar when I'm drunk. Which, that's how you have a concert, right? Okay, so here we go. I just want to say, hey, Z's here. How you doing, Z? I don't have a penis, but if I did, I would be totally flattened by this game. Yep, you and me both, right? I mean, this is the whole thing about anti-sex gaming night. We're gonna learn to have zero sexual response to anything that's just a goddamn pixel. That isn't even a pixel based on a photographic image. It's a pixel that here is based on some vector art that was done by someone who was 12 and horny. Right. Shark sex of your head, you lose your penis permanently. Dun-dun-ch. That's true. She can't dive. That's right, she can't get down there. Oh, I'm going to try to make it dive. And she's just... If the game goes in that direction, that might be interesting. Right? You have pinballs as currency? How fitting. Yeah, but it makes me feel like pinballs are being degraded. Yeah, it's really true. The donut shops, pinballs, the paranoia would be creeping in if I were you. I know. It's like this game is looking at my life. What else can I say? If it says the word nizzlebutt, then I'm turning off this game. Woman mean, shark sexy. That's going to be our rule for this. Except that it's going to be woman mean, shark not sexy, but maybe not mean. Maybe we'll make friends with the shark. And shark and us will both laugh at sexual congress between humans and animals. I just said that because of the dumbest thing I can think of. Do not say anything. Repeat, do not say anything. I bet I can handle them. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, that F-bomb. You know what? I just feel like there's no need for that game. Stand there drooling to yourself. You know what? If I could just stand there drooling to myself, I'd never go outside. Boom. Alright, so if I had the time to hire someone who doesn't have a brain cell. Is brain cell one word? Or did the British blow it again? And don't think blow it. I didn't say that. Okay, oh great. There'll be something to look forward to. See you in that shark game coming back tomorrow. Da-da-da. Day 2, or we cut into the title screen. Scuba school. You paid too much money for school. Why was that sea slug such a dick? Okay, if we take away one thought from this game, that will be our thought. Why was that sea slug such a dick? You know what? You can sea slug in a terrible video game. Good manners cost nothing. Sea slug. Alright, this is the part of these games where my brain is starting to get that NyQuil feeling. Checkpoint. Why? Oh, who cares? Okay, fish. I want to play with a fish again. Fish go up the ship, goes over and down the ship, and it kind of looking like the fish is about to die and go belly up. Let's try this shizzle again. And I thought I hated myself. And then I said shizzle. Wetsuit integrity, regular blah 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 blah. Okay, so he opens a thermos underwater. Yeah, this comedy. D+. Up here under this rock. Let's just get into that wreck. Yeah, let's go ahead. I don't want to do another thing where I see something telling me to suck its balls. See if I get in this. There's a door that seems to be wedged somehow. Must be some way in. Sharky's back. Now that really means anger, Stella? Because It looks like I'm drawing crosshairs on it, like I'm about to shoot it with one of them harpoon guns, which be a great ending to this game. Boy, this cross-dressing shark's seen some rough nights at the transvestite bar. Look at that on the fin. Wow, rough stuff. And the whisker that you need to pluck that shark. I know it's gonna hurt. See, that's what I think of as anime anger. That stripe, 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 stripe. I'm bold as brass. Wow, this really is British. Wow. Top of the morning to you is what you should say at this point. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. There's just a baka. Okay, if anyone can define for me what this baka is and why she keeps saying it. I mean, Shark Dating XL, okay, this game is gold as far as streaming goes, but just imagine you bought this and you're just playing it by yourself. Would you not feel at this point like there's anything you can be doing? Like you could go out and just buy some bleach and come home and pour it down your kitchen sink and then think, oh, now the food trap won't smell as much. God, that was a lot more fun than playing Shark Dating XL. Okay, let's see. I gotta get back to these comments because the comments are so much more entertaining than the game. It's like literally a mountain to a golf divot. Okay, dumbest thing to think of. Hype. Do you think anyone has ever inseminated a shark? No comment. Because I could see how that happened at least twice. You gotta remember, when they colonized Australia and they sent over convicts on those transport ships in the 19th century and very, very late 18th century, it was a ratio of about 10 men to 1 woman. So, there were a lot of men without women, and the women who were attractive were paired off first with officers and soldiers and other people who were, officials of British, the British, not Navy, British prison system, penal system. So, there were very, very, very few women that got to the convict population to form relationships. So, did one of them get a shark? I know that Australia is famous for having a lot of sharks. So you tell me. I just hope that shark was in a mood for it. Really, I mean, I have no emotional connection to sharks. But a convict of those times? Well, maybe if it happened in the water, the convict wouldn't be as gamey. What does this game do? Does this game do the right click thing? Let me see. Let me right click. No, it does not. Baka means crazy or fool. Thank you, G. Baka. Yeah, Baka. It sounds like I'm trying to shoplift something from a Russian liquor store. And they point to me and they shout that as I'm running out. It's Japanese for idiot. Got it. I taught my mate's kid the F word to piss off his wife. This is from Z. Before he went to bed, and I just kept saying it. Sadly, I was snitched on. Yeah. You gotta let kids be kids. Although kids probably say the F word starting at about 3. I think I started around 10. But I'm old. I mean, Stella says, are these games usually only from the POV of a man? I remember you did the Colonel Sanders one, but there was any other one. You know what? Actually, Stella, at the title screen for this, there was a gender selection thing. But I just went because it was default to male. And I just kind of went with that because I had a feeling that if we're going to do anti-sex gaming night, what we want to do is we want to conquer the boob. The anime, the Steam thumbnail boob, which is a very weird anti-gravity boob. And this game has provided those. So I guess it would have been just a guy who's looking very Tom Cruise-y and he has the button-open shirt and he's got just man cleavage. But, anyhow, let's continue this. Enigma Wave says, what is better to teach someone's parrot to say the F word because it's impossible to unteach them? Is that true? Is it really impossible to unteach a parrot dirty words? That is something that I feel like is going to come in handy someday. Why do you know so much about the British penis system? Because I'm reading a book called Fatal Shore. It's by one of my favorite authors, Robert Hughes, and it's about the colonization of Australia by the convicts. and it's just incredible detail. Fatal Shore. If you ever you want to read a book this summer, what's left of this summer, that's the one. And that's that's all I know about the British system. And the reason they transported them to Australia is because they didn't really have a prison system. They couldn't afford it, or they could afford. Of course, they could afford it. They just didn't do it. It sounds like you were there, doesn't it? Though you get a lot of detail in that book. Okay. Let's see.
You got the balls.
All right. So now we see the great flaw in this whole monetary system. It still tells you got balls when it should not be plural. Boom. This game is busted. Right now, I'm rage quitting. You said balls. You gave me one. That's it. Afraid you're going to eat me. I was going to eat you. Okay, so what's the misunderstanding then? Well, how you can blame me? I'm sorry I bopped you on your snout. I hope it didn't hurt. It looks okay now. You think my snoot looks okay? Wow. Really just self-esteem. Self-esteem is so low on this shark creature that was going to murder me yesterday and just admitted to as much. And, fine as in cutie pie. So it is fun to think of this as, let's say if it were a human, like a cross-dressing guy in his 50s or 60s, with this kind of rode hard and put up wet kind of markings there on the fin, and using phrases like cutie pie, because that's adorable to me, right? You don't know, senpai. Notice call me fine for years. That's my guess. But hey, you know what? Everyone should get a little taste of that. Everyone should get a little taste of what it's like to be complimented. Make the world better. Building site soldiers, my stepfather, drunken merry men in seedy bars. Wow, this is one well-traveled transvestite shark. Negging, yeah. Did you say stepfather? Is there a difference between male and female sharks? I have no idea, and I never want to know. I never want to know. I had a girl one time. We were emailing each other back and forth, and she sent me this description of duck penis anatomy. Boy, did that kill the vibe forever. What's going on here with this? Come on. The blush. I don't know what it was. Something about duck penises that just... I guess it would have been worse in person as dinner conversation. But it just kind of makes you think, maybe I never want to procreate again. Evan. And you just kind of go with that. And then you end up doing audiobooks about making drug-fueled Muppet movies. Duck penises. Yeah. It is. Oh! Now first, I'm not putting this on my mom. My mom is not involved in this. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the date.
Baka?
That's fair.
Yeah!
That's got a very cute shark voice. I mean, it's the usual underage anime pedophile attractive voice, but at the same time, it's cute when a shark does it, right? Alright, well maybe this will become a dating sim, and maybe I'll get to try some strategies here. Checkpoint. Okay, here we go with them. I met a great white shark and it talks just like you said. I got a date. What the literal... you know what? The whole thing with that. F-bombs and those. You can't see them because my cursor's now under the circle slash. But I'm bouncing my fish on the... what did she call them? Sweater puppies? Yeah, fabulous sweater puppies. I'm just letting fish bounce around on them to make them even more ridiculous. It's almost impossible to make them more ridiculous, but yep. You know what? That would be such an anti-arousal thing. Maybe if you want to really have an anti-sex life, just look for the females who really pump them up to where it's a freak show. And I think, you know, and it's rare, but sometimes they are of a size and a shape. And you think, oh, I can't. They're too freaky. But at the same time, who even cares? Right, that's the thing. We want to be who even cares? Let people pump them up as much as they want. What has it got to do with us? We're not gonna get horny. We're just gonna go on our way. So they could have them as big as medicine balls. Yeah. But go ahead. Have them as big as medicine balls. I mean, whatever makes you happy, right? It's got nothing to do with us. And if you show up someday on a Steam thumbnail, or God forbid, a YouTube video that we accidentally click on, then, you know what? I'm just going to let that cough be my conclusion to that. Well, don't we kids because they die easier? You just ruined wine for the rest of us, too. Oh, let's see. Her left hand looks creepily long in the way it's drawn and behind the chat window. Left hand. What did that? Huh. Trying to visualize that a little bit. I'm a big duck guy. Duck sex is horrible. I've seen them drown the female before. Yeah, that's right. Gene knows ducks. He's got duck pond access because he lives in a wonderful place. And, oh man. Ducks, yeah. Really does kill the vibe. In fact, if you ever want a date to end early, you know, you don't have to do the whole check please or anything like that. Just go like, you know what? I find duck penises really interesting. And then describe it. Just a short paragraph on the duck penis. And off you go to the rest of your night alone. Hit that bowling alley arcade for the claw machine. Get yourself the stuffed animal and then go home, set it up on the kitchen counter and talk to that stuffed animal about your problems. Oh wait. Sorry, I'm revealing too much about my life.
You got balls.
Alright, I got two. Here we go. It doesn't need money. You're going to checkpoint me here because there's no point in checkpointing and not checkpointing. Okay, here we go. I really wish this was a strategy that we needed to pay attention to. I really wish I could crowdsource these answers to this. But as we know, we're picking something here and it's going to make no difference whatsoever to what's going to come out of here. Ham, great for shark. Posy flowers, not so good. Nothing. Now, I'm going to be a gentleman. I'm going to bring my date a big juicy ham. Can't go wrong with ham. I said that too loud, sorry. I got the microphone real close so I could asthma this, but can't go wrong with ham. God, ever seen that video Pickle Surprise on YouTube? I wonder if it's still there. You'll never think of the word ham the same way again. One of those great, bizarre videos from way back in the day when YouTube was a strange place instead of just another shopping mall of trends. There we go, bouncy bouncy. Now I'm up to 16 pinballs, and I've never been so apathetic about pinballs in my life. You're all a bunch of troopers for hanging in there with Shark Dating XL. Going back underwater, and it's a good time to check the comments. Nature really is godless. Bingo, Vu. That is very true. I want to F that shark in the gills. No, you don't. Actually, I can't speak for you. I can't speak for anyone. Maybe that's the lesser of 3 or 4 evils on a shark. Now that'd probably help you in pulling game. Ham. Okay, cool. Gee, we went with ham. Nautical mile from the wreck. If only knew what the F a nautical mile was. What is a nautical mile? Well, that's interesting. I kind of think of a nautical mile as a mile. But is a nautical mile more or less than a regular mile? Let us know what you think.
Yeah!
Okay.
Baka.
Little squeak and a bit of anger and a happy squeak. Late as if. Ooh, now my comebacks. I've upped my game because I'm on a date. My hat keeps hitting the microphone. Sorry about that. But now I'm upping my game because, hey, I got a shark to get with. So look at this. Hi.
Baka.
Oh, she's looking at that way again like she's going to bite a significant portion of my body off and I'm going to bleed to death underwater. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. Dating strategy. Because I'm on the date now. So I finally get a dating simulation. Pull the hat back a little bit so I don't keep doing that. Okay. Here we go. Look like W.C. Fields. Oh, I can't reach my cane, but Did he have a cane? Yeah, I think he did. W.C. Fields like, oh, okay. What do we got here? You look a couple of pounds lighter. The moon sure does glint beautifully off your teeth. That's a good one. How about we skip dinner and just have a quickie in the toilets? Now, of course, I'm tempted to select that because I want this game to demean itself by offering that and then choosing it, and then the game has to react to that response because I want the game to feel ashamed of itself. But this is now a dating simulation. So what would Albert do? Bringing in moon, bringing in the word beautiful, glint. I love saying the word glint. Look at that.
You got balls.
Thank you. Ah, and look at this. I'm getting with this shark. It's been a lonely life. That's should have been the subtitle for this game. Shark Dating Simulator XL. It's been a lonely life. Because it has. Okay, so we get, if Z says, if he has an unsolicited erection, I just sit on the floor where I stand and watch my 600-pound life on YouTube in public till it goes. Was that meant to be wife? 600-pound life. Wow, that sounds like a real emo 90s band. Quickie in the toilet's name. Now, I mean, I wanted to, but if we're going to do a dating simulation here, we got to do what the kid is going to do. A nautical mile is about 1.1 miles. When they say 20 knots for speed, it's 20 nautical miles per hour. All right, now they're just screwing with us. A nautical mile is 1.1. Why not just do regular mile? And then just a regular mile is 1.1. No, wait, am I saying? Okay, a mile is a mile, and if you're in the ocean, a mile is still a mile. Why did they do 1.1? That's ridiculous. See, when you watch the movie The Lighthouse, you see these people. They haven't got their head on. Rose and Roses. Oh, here's me complimenting the teeth there. I'm taking a look at them right there. Like Rose and Roses Stanley knife blades embedded in bubblegum that's been outside on the pavement for a week. I'm not taking credit for that one, but I'm also not taking responsibility. Oh, she likes it. I guess those are all sharky compliments because all of that seemed disgusting and threatening to me, but to a shark, they love it, right? Okay, so we got a blowfish for a waiter. Let me see if we see that. Either that or he's just preternaturally ghastly. It's another good subtitle for this game. Oh, and I just dropped an F-bomb out of nowhere. Oh, so we get the waiter here with the kind of a mustachy thing. He says, good evening. Good evening, sir. Can I show you to your rock? Thank you, God. I'd like to thank 1970s sitcoms for the comedy in this. It's like that Simpsons thing where Krusty the Clown, so early Simpsons, he goes on Saturday Night Live, or whatever the spoof of Saturday Night Live is. And Saturday Night Live sketches, you know how they are. They start with like this, they usually start with this premise, and he's got like the Big Ear family, and Krusty comes in and he's got these big ears, and he's like, hey, I'm home. Yeah, Big Ear family, I'm home. Oh, looks like I gotta clean my ears. And then he reaches from like behind something and pulls out a huge Q-tip, and he's like, huh? Look, huh? Big ear, big Q-tip? And then he goes, we got 8 more minutes of this. That describes the feeling for this whole game the whole time. Okay. We're picking a wine. Shiraz. Deep red. Note of wood smoke and bramble fruit. Okay, that's what Albert would probably pick here. This one I do not know, and if you do not know what a wine is, 50-50, it's a laxative effect from the wine. Thunderbird. 5 generations of winos, can't be wrong. I wonder if some of you out there even know what Thunderbird is. It is a fortified wine. Fortified wine is on the high end. It's something like port wine. But Thunderbird and other fortified wines, they are just wine with some liquor in it. Cheap, cheap liquor. So half a bottle will send you to hell, whereas with regular wine, it takes a whole bottle plus. Typo, no worries. Protagonist is actually a ghost who doesn't realize it. Also a shark. A shark ghost. I like it. Shark has telepathy, and we play Aquaman. Ooh, that's a kind of a sexy game to play with undersea animals. I'll be Aquaman, and I'm gonna call you toward me with my brainwave. Get more balls. You know, I don't care anymore. If I get up to 20 balls, then I guess we could call it a night, right? It's 7:21 where I am. How are you breathing underwater and communicating with this shark? You know, that's the least of my questions. I gotta be honest. But I also have bigger questions, like why this game and who bothered to make it. But at the same time, we're having fun. So maybe you know what? As the phrase goes, maybe I'm pissing in another man's cornflakes, and I shouldn't be. Someone's making a game, and we're having this fun ripping on the game and just kind of ripping on the world of sex games on Steam in general. And we're having fun. So maybe it's all good. Right? And we're not horny. If anyone's never been horny, it's us right now, right here, playing this game. Thunderbird's funny. That's a funny choice. This is too romantic. This is funny. And if you go to like a fine restaurant, you order Thunderbird, it shows that you're a funny guy. Pretty sure this is the one Mother used to drink. And Mother with a capital M, so it was another one of his cross-dressing friends. Bottle of Thunderbird, please. Yes, sir. Do I want it in the brown paper bag? Oh, a blue with a blue sleeping bag and a three-legged dog on the side. See, those are homeless jokes. So, you know what? Game gets another half star. Oh no. Maybe she likes Thunderbird a lot, and she's had a history where she needed to go into rehab because of Thunderbird, and I've worried her on this. Mother used to put it on my golden grams. Well, there's a viral video for you. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, come on. No Thunderbird. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bring Shiraz. Shiraz, please. Get away from the microphone for this. Shiraz, come on. No, I'm kidding. Oh, but then I bring out the ham. I do love a ham. How thoughtful of you. Yeah, ham and Thunderbird. Must be Wednesday. All right, delightful star. Thank you. Okay. I'm up past 21. I shoplifted the ham. She loves the ham. If the restaurant had Thunderbird, I'd be more concerned about the entire menu. Yeah, unless it was boho. Right? If it was a total boho restaurant, then they're putting that and Pabst Blue Ribbon on the menu. All right, no wine box though. Yeah, bring over the whole wine box. A non-password protected wine box. Z, it's 3:22 a.m. where I am. R.I.P. Yeah. R.I.P. indeed. So, is she going to explain why the fish talk? Okay, whopping big secret, but I can't, used to be a human. Oh, she used to be a human. Seafood, okay. I'm trying to get toward the end of... Trying to get to the end of this date, so, because it's about that time. And I just want to get to the end of this date to see whether or not I score with the shark. Because let's play date and sim all the way. That if I get any romance with the shark, I have successfully dated a shark. That eye is freaking me out. It's a little too big. Oh, she just ate the sassy sea slug. I think I just clicked over something really tasteless really fast. And I'm not thinking about it. And I'm going past all this stuff. Alright, so this is all the small talk that we have with Aaron Paul. Come on, if you're going to do references like that, say Pauly Shore. Who else? Say Jim Brewer, right? The guy who did Goat Boy on SNL. Bill Cosby. Why not? I turned fish closely matched my DNA, a great white shark. So this was a human that got DNA'd into a shark and now can talk. And okay, I just clicked over something else that was tasteless.
Yeah!
Alright, so it's kind of like the frog in The Prince or Princess or something, where I'm trying to turn this shark back into a girl. You know, that suddenly made the game a lot less interesting. Because it's just going to be another girl that's going to have the 12-year-old doodle hooters. 12-year-olds doodle hooters is what we could call them now. Because that's what kind of appears in these games. Anyhow, folks, I don't... All right, well, we get into the transformation. That's a good stopping point. All right. Well, folks, I'd like to thank you for tuning into Anti-Sex Gaming Night. You know, we had fun. What does our life come to? We're playing this. Why? You know, I think of all the successful people on Twitch, and they're playing games and showing off gaming skill, and I'm just clicking on this with sharks and the bad language and the bad 70s sitcom humor, and now I just gotta show it to you again. But like I said, there is a bulge, so I called it correctly with the cross-dresser. Okay. Oh, look, a little fin there. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Anti-Sex Gaming Night. And boy, that's going to be another 7 days of not having sex. Just think about this game, and there you go. Right? Think about this game, and the idea of having any kind of naked relations with anyone else just makes you go, but that's fine. We'll do this again next Tuesday. Another game where we'll prove that sex and video games do not mix. Steam and horniness should never mix. Okay, here we go. Just looking at these last comments because, as always, comments are the best part of this stream. She loves the ham. She didn't. If I was a chef, I would be so tempted to just spit and piss in people's soup. Yeah, that temptation, I don't know. It really kind of depends, I guess, if you work at a restaurant and people piss you off. And is it justified revenge to put something in the food of a rude person? That's another topic for Radio Albert. Oh, get back there, you bug. That's another topic for Radio Albert. I'll do that after the next one because we're doing it tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. We're doing Radio Albert. We're going to talk about hangover preventatives. What are some of the ones that have been mentioned in literature, and what are some of the ones you recommend? Because I got my own recommendation. But after that, I got to write that down. Sorry. I got the notepad, and I'm going to write it down. That a Radio Albert topic. Is it justified to spit in the food for rude people, basically jerking overload? All right, that was a good one. We've reached Monster Girl territory, kind of a bit. Oh, game name: Shark Dating. Is it Shark Dating Simulator XL Early Access Mark III? And we've been adding subtitles to that, like what the hell happened to my life? It's been a lonely life. Other things like that. I think the most horrifying thought of the night is that there are people out there who, at this point in the game, went to grab a tissue box. Yeah. No, they shouldn't. Right, they shouldn't. Is that a demographic for this game? And if so, I'm scared. Yeah, I guess 10-year-olds. Horny 10-year-olds. Or really tripped out 60-year-olds on shrooms. Because that's what I want to be. You get to a certain age, why even hold back? You get to 80, why even hold back on heroin? Is there a demographic for this game? And if so, I'm scared. God, I loved this. Thank you, sir. And I'm also going to do what age for the Radio Albert show. What age is appropriate for heroin use? To be predominant. Cool. Pens or medals? Is that a game? Hey, come on. You know what? Get over there on those things. And you know what? Even the bulge. Why not? And we just got this, and whatever the hell this is. Who the hell put their hair like that? I don't know. No, it's not the color. It's the bowl. Okay. Hey! Thank you, G. I love seeing that little diamond thing and hearing that noise. See you, Stella. I know how you feel about sex and gaming, but what about gaming and sex? You know what? I feel the opposite. I think that'd be hilarious and a great way to know that you're with the right person. If you can game and sex with them at the same time. Wow. Yeah. Hey, come on. Stay. / And the doggy with the 100. I love that. It looks like a beagle. Oh, and the beagle's lifting its ears. Ah, I love that emote. I might try every non-lethal drug and have like a checklist. I think that's a good radio topic, and we're going to explore that because there's lots out there. And by the time we get that age, by the time we are 70 and 80, you know what we're going to get? We're going to get some new designer drugs. They're going to be wonderful. So that's why we're staying alive. They come up with the next thing. Because, you know, you can't get Quaaludes anymore. They're going to come out with something that's even better than Quaaludes. It's, God, what do they call it? Something else. But it should end in Ludes, so we can just call it Ludes again. Anyhow, well, thank you so much. And, ME123 says, brought a smile to my face today. Thanks for the stream. Now, thank you, folks. These comments, wow. It's just so good. They're always so good. 80 years old, time to OD on Benadryl. 80 years old, time to OD on Benadryl. Benadryl plus Benzedrine. You do the Benny handshake. Yeah, good time. Taking an elevator up and down at the very same time. You know what's funny is that the circle slash is here on the stream, but over here I'm looking at the game, and it's just... I feel so bad. I should turn it off. And I will in a moment, trust me. Here we go. This is the real goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. And tomorrow it's Radio Albert at 1 p.m. Pacific, discussing hangover preventatives. And if you can't make that, I'll see you next week for the gaming streams. Bye, folks. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Hey, thank you, Dapper Devno. I love that sound. You hear that sound in my sleep tonight. Thank you. Cheers, everyone.